Roscoe's World. My name is Josh. We are back at it again, finally, and we are going to continue on messing with my animated show called Roscoe's World. I don't even remember what we were doing last, to be honest. Touched the show in a week, so let's go ahead and watch what we've done so far, and we'll decide what to do next. All right, let's watch. In a small town in the desert called Henderson lives a boy and his dog, Josh and Roscoe. Every day when Josh came home from work, Roscoe was always there to greet him with a wagging tail and happy bark. One day when Josh came home from work, Roscoe was nowhere to be seen. Josh was confused. Where could Roscoe be? Roscoe, I'm home. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Roscoe, what is this?
I don't know. I was sleeping. When I woke up, I found this just sitting here.
Okay, so we've got up to about 30 seconds so far, which we've been working on this, day 7? I'm not sure. I've kind of lost track of how many days we've been working on it, but we're coming along. All right, so if we check the script, we ended right here where Roscoe says, I don't know, I was sleeping, and when I woke up, I found this just sitting here. So now we are at the part where the portal miraculously turns on and Josh and Roscoe get pulled in. Now, this is probably going to be challenging, more so than anything else we've done so far, because I need to make the portal look like it's actually in there. And so, yeah, this is probably going to take a minute. I don't know, hopefully not, but we shall see. So now, where are we at? All right, so I have the next line with how could it, and then the machine turns on. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull up Illustrator so we can prepare our backgrounds for the scene. All right, so this would be the scene right here, the same background that we need to put a hole here so we can put that background. So what we're going to do is we're going to erase everything that's on the inside of this circle so that I can put the video of the portal into the scene and make it look believable. Okay, so we went ahead and pulled up Animate so we can get going on this scene here. Alright, so we've got the middle of the portal, this part here, all emptied out, erased, so that I can put the video of the portal spinning in the background and it'll look like it's in this circle. Alright, so what we're going to do, we're going to start a new scene. Insert scene. Alright, now we're going to go to our library and pull up the original. Okay, so we're going to pull this to right where it needs to be. So the idea of what I'm going to go with is we're going to add the other scene here, right? Now this is on its own layer, and we're going to pull up the new background I just did. Okay, so you can see how you can see the background there in the back because I erased everything in the middle there. So what we'll do is we will alternate between backgrounds. So we'll have this background, and it'll almost look like it's flashing, like the portal is turning on, and then so it'll kind of alternate between each background here, and then you'll see the portal moving in the background. If I do it correctly, I'm pretty sure I got this down. So we just got to make sure this is right where it needs to be. Yeah, see how it looks just like in the middle is being erased? So what we'll do is we'll flip between the two, and then we'll alternate the background and this new background and the old background, so it'll look like it's flashing, like it's turning on for the first time. Now what do I do? Alright, so now that Josh is all fixed up, alright, so is Roscoe, everybody's in the room, everyone's on their own layers over here. Alright, now we gotta go ahead and add the audio file, which we really don't need because there's no lip sync for it, so we may not even add the audio file, we may just add it in Premiere Pro, because there's the only reason to add an audio file to animate because it gets all wonky is if you're going to do the lip sync. If you're not going to do the lip sync, there's really no point. I guess I need to decide how long I want the flickering to last for, because that's really all I'm going to be changing. I'm going to ask, how could it? It's going to start flickering, and then it's going to turn on. I wonder if I could add, maybe I could add that. I'll add that later. I was going to say, I wonder if I could add like stuff going into the portal, like paper, so it looks like, gives it that pulling in uh, feel to it. But I could always add that later, I guess. I could add that later. Or maybe even in the next scene. Because it'll be a close up of, oh, wait, what did you just do? Of Josh. It'll be up close. And then we'll do an up close of, I didn't touch it. And maybe we'll start seeing things be pulled in on this line where it says, I didn't touch it. Because right after that, Roscoe starts to get pulled in to the portal. I think for reference points, I'm going to go ahead and add the audio file to it. I take that back. So I'm going to go ahead and add the audio. All right, so this will be our reference point of where my hand's going to come up when I ask how could, how could it? So this will be the reference point so I know when to make the animation go up for what I'm trying to say here. Why is it doing that? What is the deal here? Oh, it's because that stupid thing. Okay, I always freaking forget this stupid little frame picker. Okay, if you're using this frame picker again, I don't understand why Adobe does this. It's another thing that is so irritating. But they automatically put it to um, where it loops. Why would you do that? Unless I wanted to select that, why would you have that as default? So, anyways, if you have anything with frame picker, you have to hit this stupid single frame button to make sure that it doesn't flip as you're going along. So anything that is going to be using the frame picker, like the body, the hand, the head, it's got it. You have to select this stupid thing. Otherwise, on default, it has it rotating. It's super annoying. I wish they would change it. If you're someone who knows how to change that, maybe it's a setting I'm not aware of, please let me know because it is so annoying. See, again, with the audio file, like I said, it starts way early. It starts like right here, at this point right here. When in reality, it starts right here. So when you're animating to the audio file, you want to animate towards the sound waves and not the sound of the audio file, because in animate, for whatever reason, it starts too early. See, watch. It starts like right here, when in reality it starts back here.
How could it?
It's like a few frames early. So when you play it, it looks like you're late. Your animations are late. But when you export it, it'll be perfectly fine.
How could it?
Cool. That's exactly what I wanted. Unlink that to get rid of the sound because, again, like I said, if you export the first scene, sound doesn't come in to play at all. I don't get it. Alright, but we needed to make sure that that white screen doesn't show up.
How could it?
Alright, so we timed the animation up with the voiceover. Now we need to time the portal coming through here. When you're going to export a scene from, whether you're using After Effects or Animate, and you want the either a certain portion to be not rendered in, you want it to be blank so that you can put something behind it, you have to set it up to ignore the exporting stage, the white screen, this white screen. If you want to, this is your exporting screen. Now, if you want to ignore that, you want it to be transparent, so that you want this area right here to be transparent. You have to set it up correctly, and the way to do that is you have to select this ignore stage color, but that is obviously not enough because it didn't work for me. So the other thing you have to do is setting up the format for the video to be exported. And I find, for me personally, now there's several different ways of doing this, but the one that works for me is when you're setting up the format for the video, QuickTime, and then an Apple ProRes 4444 with alpha. You have to have it out with alpha. If it's just regular, it's not going to work. So it's got to be with alpha. All right. So if I'm telling you everything correctly, it should work.
Here.
How could it? How could it?
Ah, see? Did you see that? Okay, so it did work. So watch this.
How could it?
You see that?
In a
That was
small
cool.
town.
All right. So it's fast. Obviously, it's very fast, but that's okay because the next scene we're gonna set this up perfectly to where you get the full feel of the portal turning on. Is we need to create the background of this couch so that we're seeing it from a front angle. All right. So how are we going to do this? All right, well, first off, we need to bring in the front version. Here it is. Okay, so what I'm going to do is we are going to make this big, very big. Let's get back to it. So I'm going to zone out. I'll create this background real quick. I'll speed it up for you. And then we will turn the portal on. All right, let's do it. Okay, so we finally got the portal behind the couch. I hope it looks like a couch. Like I said, I can't really draw, but I think it looks pretty good. So now that we have everything looking like it would here, straight on, I don't know, maybe I should even add a shadow. I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, so now we'll have it flickering on. Maybe I should explain a little bit about this portal. The portal is important. The portal is important. It signifies Josh and Roscoe's journey into Roscoe's world. It is a very important part of the show, of the book, really. This portal is how Josh and Roscoe go from place to place in Roscoe's world. But there's a lot more meaning behind this portal than you know. And so this portal is very, very important to the story. So it needs to be exaggerated, I think, to emphasize how important this portal is to the story. Maybe I make that. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Maybe I put a white line here. And then the portal turns on. And now it's on. And then we maybe get some paper going into it or something to show that. Yeah, alright, let's do that. Alright, so what we'll do is we will get these lights to flicker on here, and we'll get a white light to go around, and it'll speed up, speed up, speed up, speed up, speed up, and then the portal will turn on, and we'll get some lines going in to show that things are being pulled in to emphasize the pull. Yeah, that looks good. Alright, let's do that. Now I just gotta figure out how to do that. Now we gotta figure out how the fudge I'm gonna do this. Oh, I don't know. Alright, so this little white line here will go around. Alright, how do I want to make this work, man? I don't freaking know. Alright, so the idea here is we're gonna go ahead and get these lights to flicker on and off. Alright, I think we got all the pieces that we're gonna light up, and hopefully it works the way I hope it does. I don't know how else to light something up. So let's go ahead and export all this stuff out. Alright, now we're gonna be back in Animate, and we're gonna go ahead and insert a new scene. Alright, so far so good. I'll be honest, I'm kind of making this up as I go along. So, okay, so we've got all the pieces on to animate. We're gonna go ahead and save this. All right, so we will start this tomorrow. I'm gonna have to take a break. I got things to do. So, anyways, thank you so much for everyone for watching these videos. I really, truly appreciate it. There's a lot of hard work that goes into this, and so for every view that I get, I truly appreciate it. And thank you so much. If you haven't followed yet, please hit that follow button. It really helps me out. It's super easy trying to build a following. So if you don't mind, please hit that follow button. And I will see you tomorrow for our next adventure into Roscoe's world. All right, everyone. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.